Hi everyone! In this video I'm going to be showing you how to use forms on the Office 365 web browser and within Teams via chat, channel and on a video call. So first I've logged into my Microsoft 365 account on a web browser, and if you go to the little Create Plus button you'll see an option for forms, and here is the blank forms template. So you can start by giving it a title. You could say staff survey. You can enter a description if you'd like, and you can even add an image as well. So then you can add new, and you have different options for your form. So you can add a date, so the date that they have completed the survey. So the date of survey taken. You can choose whether that is required or not. You can duplicate the question, you can delete the question, and when we have more questions you can also move it up and down depending on where you want it to go. Then you can add another one, so you could add text, and as I say, you can move it up and down if you'd like. You could add a rating, so how happy are you? You can choose different levels. You can have 10 stars if you want. You can change your symbols to numbers and things like that. So say that is our survey. So you have the option here to preview it. So you can see what it'll look like on a computer browser, and you can also see what it'll look like on a mobile as well. Just hit back. You can also choose a theme if you want. So you can add pictures in the backgrounds. You can even add your own custom theme if you want to add your own photos. It's entirely up to you what you would like to do. Then there's the option to share the survey. So when you're ready to share it, you have this. So anyone can respond. So that means anyone in your organisation or outside your organisation can respond to the survey. You have the option to only allow people in your organisation to respond. So obviously that's linked to your Business Microsoft 365 account, and you have specific people in your organisation, so you can invite people to complete the form. You then have the options of how you want to share the form, so you have a link automatically generated for you. You can use a QR code, so if you wanted to stick up the survey in your office, you can do that and people can use their mobile phones to scan and complete the survey. You can embed it. Say if you created a form that you wanted to put on your website for people to fill out, you can take the embed code and embed that on your website. And you can also directly email people. So when you click on that, it will automatically generate an email for you. But we'll close that for now. You can also share forms as a template. So if you wanted to continue using this form but editing it slightly, you can get a link to duplicate the form. And that means that this form will exist and then you'll be able to have another version of the form that you can edit without affecting the original form. And you can also share to collaborate. So if, for example, you wanted a colleague's input or to add some other questions, then you can get a link to share with them and then they can come in and edit this form as well. There are some other settings on the 3 dots up here, the more options. So you can have multilingual. So if you're a very large organisation, you've got offices across the globe, you can add other languages. So primary language, you might choose English, but you can also add a range of different languages as well. So the form will be translated into those languages. And you can print the form if you want a paper copy. You then have the responses tab, so when you start getting responses, you'll see how many you have, the average time it takes to complete, and the status. So at the moment this survey is active, but you might set a closing date for the survey. You can also, when you have responses, you can delete them all, you can print a summary, and you can create a summary link, so that means you could share the results with others. And once people have begun to fill in the form, you can also open it in Excel so you can view the data that way. So that is on Microsoft 365 on the web. So next we're going to go into Teams. So I have a Teams channel set up here. And what you'll want to do is you want to go on the Add a Tab button. And you'll want to select Forms. This will just allow you to give it a name, so I'm just going to put test form in here for now. Add an existing form is actually a selection that allows you to pull that form from the web version. So that form I've just created, the staff survey, you could actually just import that straight away into a team, but I'm just going to show you a blank one from here. And you do also have an option here to create a reoccurring survey. So say, for example, if you were doing a staff survey, you could have it set up to every 6 months. And you can also choose to post in the channel about the new tab. So we're going to hit save. And you can see it's added as a new tab at the top. And this pretty much looks very similar to what you had on the web. So again, you'll give it a name. So I'm just going to leave it as test form for now. You can add images and a description. Same options to add different questions here. You can upload files, rankings, dates, rates, all the same sort of things as you had before. You've got the same preview options. You've got themes again, so you can add custom themes. You've got the same share options again. So as I say, it's very, very similar to what you had before, and the same on the responses as well. So the next one I want to show you is in a chat. So I'm going to go over to a chat here. And we're having a bit of a conversation back and forth about the staff feedback survey. So along my bottom row here, I already have forms included. But if you don't have it, you can just use the 3 dots, you can find the app, and then if you right click on an app, you can pin it to the bottom. So if you're going to be using forms regularly, that might be worth doing. So I'm going to click on forms. In a chat, it's very basic. It's more like a poll. So your question could be, how happy are you? And it comes up with some suggested options. So very happy. You can add all of them if you want, which is really helpful. You can allow multiple answers and share the results automatically after voting. And you can also keep responses anonymous, but that's more if you were in a group chat, whereas this is a one-on-one chat. Obviously, I know that this person is responding to it. So I'm going to hit save. It will give you a little preview so you can see what it will look like. You can either edit it again, and then you can hit send when you're ready. So it will appear as a card like this. So you've got a question here and you've also got the results. So when Sam submits hers, you can see, there you go, 1 response and very happy. So lastly, I want to show you how to use forms in a Teams video call. So again, this is very similar to the chat, so it's mostly just for polls. So what you'll actually have to do, so it's not something you can just join a call and then do a poll while you're there. You have to set it up beforehand. So I've got a meeting set up here and I'm going to click edit. And if you're a regular user of Teams, you'll know that when you go into a call, it'll set up a chat for you. So this is all the meeting details here. And then what you want to do is go on the plus, so add a tab and add forms. And then you'll hit add. There you go. So this is just giving you an overview of what you're doing here. And we'll hit save. So as I said, again, this is more polls as it was in the chat function. Cool. So you've got the same sort of thing here again, as we said. So let's just say, how happy are you again? Cool. And then allow others to co-author. So that means that whilst it's in a draft stage, only you can edit it. But when the poll is live, other presenters in the meeting will be able to edit that. So we're just going to hit save. There we go. So you can see that's in draft now. And you can still edit the poll and you can still delete it ahead of the meeting. So what we're going to do is we're going to join the meeting. Okay, so now we're in the meeting. All you have to do is go to the polls button at the top. Your poll will then load, and you can see it's still in draft, so you can still edit the poll and delete it. But when you're ready, hit the launch button, and then the poll will appear on everyone's screen, and you'll get little notifications as well. So then you can simply select your option. So we'll select very happy again, and then hit submit, and those live results will come through once again. Then back in the meeting chat once it's over, so you can still see the live results and you can see that it's still live, so you'll just want to close the poll. And once that's closed, you can now export the results. So I'll just hit that to show you what that'll look like. So you'll need to go to Files and then Download. So I'll just bring that over and you can see all the data here, so start time, completion time, their results, all those sorts of things. So hopefully this Whistle Stop tour of forms has been informative for you, shows you the different ways that you will be able to use forms across Teams and Microsoft 365.